What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here, back with another video. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Ben Simmons. It's been a while since I've spoken about Ben Simmons, but I think it's important with what's going on in his career to talk about kind of where things went wrong. Now, there are going to be people who may not think that there is a connection, but I don't believe in coincidences. Recently, an NBA executive said flat out that he thinks that Ben Simmons' NBA career is over. He thinks it's over for Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons has not recovered from the 2021-2022 season fiasco where he held out when he was with the Philadelphia 76ers and was eventually traded to the Brooklyn Nets. He has not recovered since then. And during that time, he was actually in a relationship with a female by the name of Maya Jama. She, I believe, is the host of Love Island? I don't know if she still is, but that's what she's billed as. She's from the UK. And he was dating her. It was a long distance relationship. He actually got engaged to her later in the year 2021 during his tumultuous last season with the 76ers. And he hasn't recovered from that. And I think that what people should look at with Ben Simmons is he has a lot going on. I spoke about how he had also financial issues because he loves spending money. He has at the time when I made my video a couple years ago, he was dealing with financial issues. During the time when he's trying to get from one team to another, he was trying to get engaged to a woman that he was dating shortly. They weren't even dating that long. That fell apart. And I think one of the big reasons is because when he held out in 2021, he had money that was withheld. As a matter of fact, let me read this here. It says Ben Simmons experienced significant financial issues after being fined and having his salary withheld by the Philadelphia 76ers in the 2021-2022 season due to his refusal to play and trade demand, which he later sought to recoup through a grievance settlement with the team for nearly $20 million. These events impacted his public perception, and his public declining career and health issues continued to raise financial questions despite him being a high-paid player. So let's get into some of these fines. Simmons incurred a record-breaking $17 million in fines during the 2021-2022 season for refusing to play for the 76ers and demanding a trade. The 76ers withheld nearly $20 million in salary from Simmons because he failed to play for them that season. Simmons filed a grievance with the NBA Players Union to try and get some of his withheld money back, eventually reaching a settlement with the 76ers. Now let's get to his public perception. The financial penalties were a direct result of his decision to sit out, which damaged his public perception and created a lasting rift with the 76ers organization. Let's look at injuries. Simmons cited mental health issues as a reason for his absence, and a collective bargaining agreement was part of his argument in the grievance process, notes ESPN and Forbes. And also, what is not here is that he was trying to have a relationship with a woman who lived across the pond. A woman that he seemingly really wanted to be with. This is why he gave her, almost $1 million ring that he asked for back, by the way, after the relationship was over. Because I don't think she really wanted to go that far. She wasn't willing to move to the States. He was in a situation where he cared more about what he was doing outside of basketball instead of what was going on the court in his career. It was going to, and the thing is with Ben Simmons, he likes to spend money. He's a guy that likes to spend money. And that sitting out, that cost him his cost of living, his lifestyle is very expensive, and just made a lot of bad moves there. Not only that, he's trying to wine and dine and trying to wife up a woman while this whole thing is going on. His priorities just weren't in the right place. They weren't in the right place. Now, let's go through his timeline, his career. Drafted in 2016 out of LSU, the 2016-27 season, he missed the entire season due to a foot fracture that happened in a preseason scrimmage. The 2017-2018 season, he debuted, winning the Rookie of the Year. 2018-2019, first All-Star selection. 2019-2020, named to the All-NBA third team and 2 All-Defensive teams. In 2020-2021, playoff disappointment leading to a trade request. 2021-2022 season, held out from the 76ers Celtics eventually traded to the Brooklyn Nets. 2022-2023, battled back injuries, playing only a limited number of games for the Nets. In February 2025, Nets bought out his contract and he signed with the Los Angeles Clippers. Let's see what this executive said. Apparently, an NBA executive said, "I think his NBA career is over. That's not meant to disparage Ben. I think he can still play and probably help someone, but there are just too many things working against him right now, and I know we would not have an interest in signing him." Y'all hear what he says? He has many things working against him right now. Simmons is only 29 years old. And he's out of the league right now. He doesn't have a job. He split last season between the Nets and the Clippers after a mid-year buyout. He appeared in 51 games and averaged 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists, shooting 52% from the field. It was the most games he's played since his 2020-2021 year when he made the All-Star game. Despite that, his value across the league has plummeted as HoopsWire replayed earlier. Simmons recently parted ways with agent Bernie Lee, leaving him to navigate free agency without representation. Multiple scouts have already told HoopsWire there is little to no interest in bringing him aboard. I don't think there's any real interest in him beyond teams putting out some feelers, one scout said. So if he does retire, he can spin it as if it's being done by choice, but I think teams are probably going to make that decision for him. That is a crazy line to say. That's, and this is the problem. Like, these leagues want to retire you. They don't want you to retire on your own terms. They want to use you up and then toss you to the side when the whole league realize you are no value to them. And that's why I support players retiring early. Don't let the league retire you. They're basically saying that the league has retired them. Okay, here's another quote. Another scout added that Simmons might find a non-guaranteed camp invite, but even then his role would be minimal. He could still offer defense, ball handling, and decent reserve guard play to a contender, the scout said, but it would have to be the right situation. He'd need to understand he may not play more than 10 minutes some nights. For now, Simmons remains in limbo. He has been loosely linked to the Knicks, the Kings, and the Warriors, but whether any team makes an actual offer is another matter. As one executive put it, that ship has sailed. So his career looks like it's done. And we can all pinpoint that 2021-2022 season when he decided that he didn't want to play. He wanted to sit out. He wanted to wine and dine Maya Jama, buy her $1 million ring, go around and just, focus on other things besides what he should probably be focusing on. And that's why he's in the situation that he is in now. This is why I say these athletes should focus on themselves and focus on building their careers instead of them trying to wine and dine a woman who has one foot in the relationship and one foot out. Let's actually go through the timeline of this relationship. These two, Ben Simmons and Maya Jama, started dating back in May of 2021. Dating rumors sparked when Jama was seen wearing NBA shorts reportedly belonging to Ben Simmons. In July of 2021, the couple made their first public appearance attending Wimbledon. Together, they also went Instagram official. In Christmas of 2021, Simmons reportedly proposed to Jama over the Christmas holidays and she accepted. Now, mind you, they had only been dating since May. And this was during his holdout. So instead of him focusing on basketball and just playing out his contract, he was too busy trying to wine and dine Maya. In August of 2022, and this was right before the NBA season, this would be the 2022-2023 NBA season, the couple announced their separation, with the New York Post confirming the split was due to their demanding careers and long-distance relationship. He also demanded that ring back. That guy wasted too much time on a woman who had one foot out the relationship. He focused on all the wrong things, and he lost everything that he had. This is why I say focus on yourselves and building what you have instead of trying to wine and dine women who really don't even want to be with you like that. And I'm a quote something that was described about these two and why it didn't work. They talked about how they both basically come from two different worlds. That's what one of these articles said. They come from two different worlds. What does that tell you? That there really was no connection, at least on her end. So let me know what you think in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on all my socials, and I'll see y'all next one.